We are going to start up now, hopefully. Jenny LeClue Detectivu. Let us begin. And as I said, our game here is Jenny LeClue Detectivu. And this is being played on the Nintendo Switch. Now, on Nintendo Switch, it is going for 24.99 USD. But it is also available on PC, macOS, and Linux. And you can pick that up through Steam or GOG.com for 19.99 USD. So, whatever your preference is, it's available on Nintendo Switch, PC, macOS, and Linux. So choose your preferred dialogue settings. You can change these settings at any time in the options menu. A great detective knows the right decision. Okay, so we can do autoplay, or I was gonna say we can do autoplay, or oh, do I want it to? I kind of like this one with the pictures. And then you can do manual advance or autoplay. See, to me, it depends because if there is speaking dialogue in this, I would do autoplay. But if I have to read, then I probably should do manual. But they can be switched. So what I will do is I will start off with autoplay. And if I do have to read, then I will switch to manual. So we will start like this. Huh, no music, huh? That is very interesting. All right. Yes. I am confused. Has no music. That's pretty interesting. Ah, welcome, Draconic. Oh, they speak sometimes? Okay. So, like, if they speak, I'll leave it as auto, but if not, then I'll switch to manual and do the reading. But welcome, Draconic. I hope you're having a fantastic evening this evening. Okay. Who is this? Creepy? Yeah, that is pretty creepy. I should have went with totally normal. That is like... Yeah, that is kind of spoofy. It is very spooky. What a weird way to hold it up. Must be a serial killer. Yeah. I hope not. Accelerate. Oh, because this is the Switch, so I always get the controls mixed up on the Switch. Okay, they should have put a flash and light warning on this. From the light there. Yeah, that's not ominous at all, is it? The crows? Nah. Nothing spooky about that at all. This a Halloween game. Danger. No swim. You're gonna go for a swim, aren't you? What is that? Wait. Okay. Oh, okay. Probably should line this up. Oh, the big one and the little one turn together. It's gonna drive me nuts. There we go. Interact. Hello, Indian Brit. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. The combo lock was pretty cool. What's coming up? What is this? Succulent blue! What is this? Did he just go to like some underground lair? That's awesome. Yeah, they probably should have definitely put in a warning about the flashes there. That it does contain some flashes. So probably when I do my highlight, I will put in there to be careful about the flashes. Is this Jenny LeClue? Oui, oui. No, it is not. Art style is interesting.
What? Who? Oh, I must have dozed off.
Yes.
Perhaps we need a spot of tea to wake us up. What do you say, Rufus? Yes, quite right. Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthrthon.
Hello, Jess. Welcome to the stream.
To the casual observer, Arthrthon seemed like any other small, quiet town. It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited. It was the kind of place you might find anywhere on your travels. Typical, maybe even forgettable. But there was one thing in Arthrthon that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her name was Jenny LeClue. And she was the world's greatest detective.
Yay. Oh, she's a young girl. Huh. It is the phone. We should answer it.
Finkelstein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then.
Oh, this music's epic. Elevator music.
Richard?
Oh.
Yes, I got it. I did. And my answer is no.
Dun dun dun.
I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is settled. I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet, but... If I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
I do like that typewriter. Oh, okay, so that's the name of the typewriter. Okay. Okay. Maybe open this. Dear Arthur. Okay, we have to read this. That flipped it because, again. Ah, okay. Ironically, I think when I was a kid, we had one of those before we switched to, like, a brother. Because I remember the old school typewriters. I do. And then we ended up getting, like, a brother. And the reason I remember it, because I got sick when I was young and in elementary school. And I had to stay out of school for, like, a week or so. And my mom, she was like really talented, like she could draw and stuff. So for the worksheets that I had to do, she actually drew out the pictures for the worksheets, and she used the typewriter to type up the entire worksheet for me to write on. Oh, okay. Let's see. We're going to zoom in and try to read this. Dear Arthur, hope all is well. Afraid I've got bad news, old chump. There's no easy way to say it, so I've attached the latest book sale numbers. Nowadays, young readers want more mystery and danger. You're losing them with Jenny's increasingly timid and repetitive adventures. One bit of good news. I said it's far. It's too late for the stores to cancel their orders for the next book. So we're going to give you one last go. And see if you can breathe some life into the old girl. We want you to try a proper murder mystery. Start killing people off. I'm not a murderer. Add some drama. The bottom line is, if you don't step it up, I'm afraid it's a case of Jenny and the last hurrah. In positive news, someone from a hack newspaper finally reviewed your last book. I took the worst bits out. I imagine all this might come as a bit of a shock, but we've got to move with the times. Throw in a murder or two, a dash of real tragedy, and who knows? Maybe you've got one great story left in you. I'll ring you later to discuss. Sorry about your career. Chin up, Noe. Richard Inkwood. P.S. Squash next week? At least you'll have time to work on that backhand soon. I can't. Really? Yeah, this game is really cute. I agree, Longplay. And Jenny LeClue actually has a costume? Really? Yeah, Carmen Sandiego vibes. Let me go back because I see there are words that are like circle, and I want to see if they were circled on the front too. They are. One last go. Step it up. Reviewed. I don't know if that's going to mean anything, but man, this is JK Rowling's levels of kid, right? Look at options. Okay, I will check that. We have T. Wow. So can we can't do anything with that? Okay. Letter to Finkelfans Draft. Well, it's me again, Arthur K. Finkelstein, and here we are at book 38 of the Jenny LeClue series, her most joyful adventure yet. Thank you to all the new Jenny LeClue fans out there. You have both been incredibly supportive. To answer your questions, despite any rumors you may have heard, of course, the Jenny books will continue as long as there's ink in my pen and ribbon in my typewriter. Yes, it will be more of the same. I refuse to change my formula. Arthrthon will always be a safe and happy place. Oh, these are all the fans. I'm assuming those were all the fans. Okay. Doesn't look like there's much. Like I said, there's this. I wonder if I should write those words down. We'll come back. Ah, that's the list, and there's 2 new fans. Go back out. Let's.
You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down?
Yes.
Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years?
Yes.
Fine. I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer, and you have unleashed my fury.
Rawr.
Good day, sir.
Slam the phone down. You mean business.
Boring? Predictable? Pah! Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get.
Oh, spicy.
It should have been another perfect day in Arthrthon. But today was different. And nothing would ever be the same again.
Huh.
To begin with,
I was gonna say, I don't know.
Jenny LeClue was dead.
No! You can't kill off your main character! What is wrong with you?
Her skin was pale, her eyes glassy and frozen. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
No, no, no! Never move the victim!
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue.
You are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk.
Julie LeClue, former detective, teaches dumb students, terrible cook, great mom. Okay.
But he's doing it wrong!
As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind.
Okay.
We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a time, until it feels as if the victim is speaking to us. But Jenny is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh! Me! I think it was an accident?
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor,
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
and then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Oh.
Actually, you're both wrong.
What?
It was cold-blooded murder. Murder?
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh, yes, there is.
Yeah.
It was murder. And I can prove it.
The case of the dead Lavis.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings.
Okay.
But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of the puzzle.
Right.
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Then she'd analyze the data. And finally...
Deduce the real cause of death.
Obviously that's one.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
This puddle.
The floor is wet and slippery, but also immaculately clean.
She
The
drank the
victim has a
coffee.
green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick. There's no doubt the victim lost a lot of blood.
I'm like, we checked the cup, we got the water.
Approximately 8 sizes too big, and covered in mud.
Okay.
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world, and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
Anything in her hands? Let's see. Doesn't look like it.
It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker.
Her tummy?
She'd
Okay.
worn it ever since.
Check her. Okay, I see.
Jenny's blue sweater was scruffy and quite uncomfortable, but her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Yeah, but we didn't get all the clues.
Jenny was a meticulous record keeper, noting every relevant clue in her trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know the victim didn't slip?
The floor is wet and squeaky clean, but not a mark on it.
The victim's boots are filthy. They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor.
Exactly.
So where are they?
The murderer mopped.
Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
We solved it. The murderer, right? The murderer mopped. That's what all the water's
Okay,
from.
that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die? What was the real cause of death?
I'm gonna say that it was the coffee cup in her mouth because she had green. Clean getaway. Clearly, the butler did it. Yep. Bring the clean in for question. Make deduction.
There's a green residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer. The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead.
Solved. We nailed it.
Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poisoned?
Yeah.
Yes. A blow to the head? Yes.
Long story short, long play. Yep.
Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover.
Jenny?
The gardener enacting his revenge.
Jenny!
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test?
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthrthon in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthrthon. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue. So have a light lunch. The students need to think for themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which...
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya!
Wait, before you go, I have something for you.
Cool! What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents. They hid them.
Oh, boy.
It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
That is not the right one. Pretty interesting little game.
To
Jam?
Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh
Yeah.
leather notebook. It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
It's in the bootses. Yeah, I love the graphics in this too. I heart nerds. Aw. Try to center this as well as I can, or my OCD will be angry. This says add. Oh, we can actually decorate it. Let's go ahead and do that. I was gonna say my OCD will not like it if it is not complete. Okay. We have decorated Le Notebook.
A new journal meant
Yeah,
new
it does.
adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
Oh. So we can change the pages. Okay. Oh, okay, so it shows you what you chose. And then it looks like we have collectibles of postcards that we have to find, so that's cool.
I love it. Thanks, Mom.
Yeah.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing.
Uh-oh.
Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Oh, she is like, someone's dead. I hope not. That would be horrible. And yes, it does feel like the old school 90s point click games. It did port over very the big jar of jam. Hope that wasn't the issue. But it definitely has ported over pretty well to the Switch. Okay. Limited eye contact. Oh, okay. Watery, defensive body language, missing ring.
Crossed arms. Furrowed brow.
Jenny saw it coming from a mile away. Her mother was about to get
Emotional.
Wait a minute. I was thinking it's divorce too.
I really gotta go. No, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important.
Or did she lose her
Tracing
ring?
the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if
What?
you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Wow. The case of the misplaced papers. Are you sure you want to trust me with such a complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
Ignoring it. Let's help her.
Okay, Mom. I'll find them before I leave. On one condition.
Yes?
You have to let me help grade them.
One of Jenny's favorite
case of the
pastimes was
dark
grading papers. Nothing pleased her more than giving a big shiny F to an overconfident student.
Don't push your luck.
Jenny LeClue is my spirit animal.
Okay.
Yes!
Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again. Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
I'm a logic person, so we're
So
questioning
you don't
logic.
trust me to take care of myself this weekend, but you do trust me to fix dinner and not burn the house down?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week.
Motive.
Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
And try to stay out of trouble.
When do I ever get into trouble? Alright, let's find these papers and get out of here.
Okay. So we run like this.
Looking rather trim today, Ethan. New diet? What's the matter? Lost your funny bone?
Check the jam. We will check le jam.
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mum.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations. And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends.
What? Oh, what was that? On the floor there. Looks like there's a piece of paper down here. I mean, we could inspect this, but it's a piece of paper on the floor.
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts. You needed real-life experience. And Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
Right. You know, non-toxic, yeah. But there's like a piece of paper down here, haha. Okay, I think that's X, not Y. Because there's a piece of paper down here.
It's one of the students' term papers.
Okay.
You can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions. Mom must have put them behind the chalkboard.
She's not very nice. Microscope. Yep, there they are. There they are. Yep, move the board. And then we're gonna pick up the papers. And now we have the papers.
Time to get out of here.
Try to update it. We can leave.
Jenny looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave?
You're making me nervous. I probably should stay and investigate.
Jenny looked around the room
We're
one
gonna
last
stay and
time.
investigate just
Was
a
she
little
ready
bit
to
more.
leave?
Make sure we're not missing anything. I don't think we are though. Minus the microscope. I think the
Please
microscope.
do not touch. Someone must be running an experiment.
What is that?
Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs.
I don't think there's anything else. We checked the skeleton, right? We checked the jam. We did the microscope. Yeah. Wait. Maybe put that back. So I think we're done in here now. Doesn't look like there's anything else. So
Jenny
we're
looked
gonna
around
leave.
the room one last time. Was she ready to leave?
Yes, we are ready to leave. We looked at everything. So we are ready to leave.
Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthrthon.
Maybe he's unable to kill his character off. Sometimes it's hard like that. Oh, this is a Halloween game. So you know what that means.
the? What a mess. I should investigate.
You know what that means. Since this is Halloween oriented, we will probably be playing this next month. I mean, I know Dev Van Dam did say if you go into options, there's an option for a Halloween costume. Wow. So I will leave it up to you all. Now, I could play more of this now, or we can stop the gameplay here and I bring it back next month during Halloween, because I'm not doing a lot of spooky games. Like I said, the closest spooky game I'm getting to is Boris and the Dark Survival. But you thought it had Halloween and English as costume. So I can either stop the gameplay here, we can take our break, and then move into as far as the eye, or I can move this to next month and play it next month for the Halloween streams that I'm gonna, well, usually through the month of October I play Halloween oriented games. And since this is Halloween oriented, I can put on her Halloween costume and we can play it next month. So I will leave it up to you all what you would like. I am kind of short on Halloween games. I am. I did the schedule, but a lot of them I'm doing like double plays of because I didn't have a lot. So I think I will move this to. Yep, I am doing Customs Quest for. Okay. Okay, so we will stop Jenny LeClue here, and we will play it next month for sure, definitely. Um, the chat has spoken. We are going to play Jenny LeClue Detectivu next month. Yep, I ironically Indian print I cover Costume Quest every year. I do it every year. So I will. That is one of my games for next month. I literally love Costume Quest 1 and 2. So I usually cover it every year. Yeah, we're gonna quit because we just found out Jenny LeClue is a Halloween type game. And so again, this was Jenny LeClue Detectivu. This was being played on Nintendo Switch, and it is available on Nintendo Switch for $24.99 USD, as well as PC, Mac, and Linux on Steam and GOG.com for $19.99 USD. So, if you enjoyed what you've seen, definitely go ahead and pick it up. And like I said, Halloween games don't have to be scary. This is a Halloween game and it's not scary. So, alright, Draconic Dude, you have a great night. Thank you for stopping in. Hope you sleep well.